All right, are we all back? Are we in?
I think so.
Okay, cool. So the key part to this haircut is attention to this hairline. It is crucial. And seeing her calyx, this pops out, this goes this way, this comes down. This is what determines how long and how short you can go on this back neckline. Okay, so we're gonna get into it.
What are the things you're looking for?
Growth pattern. Looking at how it grows. Because this is all about melting in a hairline. We're not creating any strength. It's just gonna melt right in, okay? And I'll show you. This is what creates that beautiful grow out. This grows that way, okay? This hairline grows this way. You have to cut in the direction of the hairline. So if her hairline goes this way, I can't cut it down. I have to cut in the direction. So I'm gonna bend her head, okay? Can you talk about what would happen if you didn't cut in that direction? Like it's gonna stick its middle finger at you. It's gonna stick out like this, literally, right? And then this beautiful soft bob is gonna have these little hairs at the bottom going, and then you're gonna wanna get them off, right? And then that screws the whole grow out process because then you have these little short hairs and then they get all pokey, right? All right, cool. So, if I can get in here and do it this way, I'm gonna do it. But sometimes, actually, I was going to bend it down. There you go, just like that. Okay? I'm gonna pick it up right off the neck, okay? And I'm gonna keep my blade literally like on top of my section. And I'm just gonna slowly melt that hair off. And the goal is to never see that I got cut. See? So just there. Yeah? Versus like if I were to just hold it.
I think it's about 1.5 inches.
Yeah, but that's all based off the person, the calic, okay? So I have to go based off where that round starts. That makes sense? Because if I go shorter, it's gonna, you'll see. Yeah. Okay. So this has two parts to it. You can already see it splitting. Look up. This goes this way. It's like, it's the matter of 3 hairs, but 3 hairs that make this haircut good to great, right?
It's really cool to me that like such a small thing can make such a big difference.
It does. All right, come down. So we watch the growth pattern. We know this comes up. It comes up and then it bends, right? But we're gonna go shorter. So we're really going based off the up. If you can't get the right angle, just have them move again. There you go. It's such little, but it makes this haircut that much better. Just melt that off. Okay?
And you're not cutting this like at the length that you want the bob to be, or you want?
Well, yeah, because her bob, it's all at the hairline, right? So I don't want these to be too long and hanging out of it. We want a soft edge, but I don't want to make them so short. You have to go based off where it rounds and where it's gonna live, comfortable. I'm just gonna kind of take these guys off. This just comes out, okay? So we're gonna use the weight of our neck section to hold it down. That's why we need to leave enough length on our neck section to cover up that little cowlick. But before I do that, I gotta work on the rest of this. So I'm not still like happy. That's a little too long right there for me. Right? Like, what do we do with that, right? This is what happens. Okay, so that's not part of my melting situation, so I'm gonna leave that for a second. But this is. Okay, so we're gonna come back down. She's very conditioned. So you wanna hold it out straight and then melt in the direction. So you want to stroke in the direction of the growth. Okay, so that's that. So this is when we kind of go into left or right to left. We're gonna use the heel. Left to right, we're gonna use the tip. Okay. You're gonna come in exactly perpendicular to make a T. So if you have to turn the hair, that's fine. Okay, so just turn it. And we are elevating a little bit. Pull that down. Don't worry about that kind of popping. It'll all fall into itself. And I'm not trying to create short to long. That's why I'm continuing to travel around her head. If I wanted to create an A-line, just bring it straight back. Bring it straight back, right? So based off density is how big your sections will be. Hair parts fast. Okay. So now you're gonna lift the hair. This is how we're gonna start the graduation. If you come straight out, obviously you're gonna get way more of a severe graduation. If you come down a little bit, you're gonna get a softer graduation. I don't want severe on her, I want soft, so I'm gonna stay down a little bit. As we creep up, you'll start to see all the softness and graduation collect. So you want to look for your guide. All right, there it is. Now we're gonna go around to the sides. In this haircut, you just keep going. can't see your guide, just pick it all up and find it. There it is. If you move to the side and you're like, I want it to be stronger down on the side, you can start to bring your elevation down, okay, to create more weight. If you want it to be really diffused, lift it up. The further the hair travels, the softer the line will be. I want it soft because I don't want it to look so traditional. Comb it down. Don't worry about too much of that stuff because that's what makes the haircut. See a little weight back here, I don't like it. I'm gonna just get that out. Make sure we have some balance from side to side. Do. Okay. Hair is fine enough that we can use this whole thing as a section. How I determine where all that goes, I can tell, but if you're fresher in this industry, shake it around, see where her hair starts to go back. Right, like I know that's gonna go back. So that's how I determine my sectioning. This whole haircut's all about elevation. You want it stronger, bring it down. You want it lighter, bring it up.
How important is the tension of holding hand? The tension of your holding hand?
Really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of?
Because if
Pretty
you
hard.
aren't holding it,
Yeah.
then you're just gonna bend the hair. Because the blade has to be able to cut.
So be pretty tight.
Oh yeah. Kind of get a feel of what's happening here. Okay, let's do a little run through because I want to even out her porosity because she is double processed. Then we'll use this fabulous session spray at her root. Oh, let me go pick up Brock. This is secretary, right? Plug.
What's the using?
This is session spray. It's like a little foam spray. So it's gonna give us some, some support. Okay, so I don't want a definitive part in her hair. So I'm blow drying everything forward. To me, this is kind of what gives it that sexy, no part hair. You just push it and it falls. This is what I do. I'm like, okay, so then you're gonna go side to side. And because you part on the left, we're gonna let it live to the right while we work on the rest. Okay, because I want more of a swoop, right? So it's already used to going left. Put it right, let it cool off, and then we'll push it back. Let's work on the back. So you see all that movement? That's cool. So she likes that. I like to pick it up, lay it down. This is the best haircut for that person. It's like, I don't want to get a brush in my hair, like round brush style. This is easy. Because it has something to go off of, which is a head. So it creates movement and shape by the haircut. And then if you give this to your client and they come back and they love it, and they come back in like 5 to 6 weeks, and you can't get your fingers in there to give them a razor cut, you just do the same thing with the scissors, just point cut. Same technique, same pattern, just point cut. So I'm doing like chop, 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 chop. And I'm breaking this up. Be careful not to do too much in one spot. You'll create a hole. I've done it. You could go in, do that if you wanted, right? But this is way more detailed. Because maybe it didn't need it right here and you only needed it right here. This is allowing me to just check out. Like I can use my thinning shears right there. Check out this hairline a little bit.
Oh, in the same section pattern.
Yep. Going straight up. When I have enough hair to like pick up, we'll pick it up. Look out for these random guys when you're razoring. It happens. Just get them off. You get like one little hair. Lift this up. I'm going to leave that because I don't want to take too much out. So I'm going to leave my perimeter. Maybe open it up just a little bit. This is all like personalizing. So this is all up to you now. That's what's fun about this haircut is like, leave that. Whatever that thing is, leave it. It's cool. If I'm not sure, leave it. Like we didn't know what we were doing with that. I know this is already, shortish, so I don't need to take too much out of that. That's got the movement. And if you want a lot out of here, just go over it like 10, more. And then here I'm just slicing out a little bit. Still Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna take her forward. I gotta look at it, see what's going on. It's cute. Okay. Again, I can do them with my thinning shears. All right? Just do it a few times. And it'll eventually get the length off. This was all here in her haircut, so now we're just gonna blend the two together. Make that point, rid of it.